Greetings, everyone. I wanted to talk to you about the NICOS Gameboy Color LCD mod that I recently purchased. It promises a solderless experience. I wanted to try it. I wanted to show you how to do it in case if you have a Gameboy Color that you just want to make better. It's great. And I'm going to show you how to do it right now. One of the things you're going to need right away is, which you might not have, is two types of screwdrivers. One of them, small Phillips, and a small triwing. So right away, you're going to want to take out the 6 screws to remove the shell. Here's my lovely green one that I ended up removing those 6 screws with. That's where you're going to need the triwing. This was, I guess, to prevent kids from taking apart stuff like I did when I was a kid. It makes it a little bit tougher. So remove those screws and take it apart, and it'll look like this. And at this point, you're going to want to remove the 3 indicated screws here. Those will be able to take the motherboard out. Once that's done, you're going to want to remove the ribbon cable. This ribbon is what is connecting. That's the screen. That's your original Game Boy screen, which you'll need to remove. There are 2 pins, 2 little clamps on each side, a little screwdriver, or probably even tweezers will be able to pull those little black tabs up, remove those, pull those tabs up, and you should be able to remove the ribbon pretty easily. Don't worry about breaking it because you're going to be tossing that anyway, at least the ribbon. So, but get that out, make sure you get it out. At that point, you're going to want to remove the face plate that will have the screen, and you're just going to want to remove that. It might be a little messy, but remove that screen, get that screen out of there, pull the ribbon cable, do what you can to get that screen completely off. You're never going to use it again, so toss it. You're going to end up tossing it. At that point, the lens will be easy to take out. You can poke it from the back, or you can take an X-Acto knife or a razor blade or whatever. Please be careful and remove that lens. This is important. You might want to keep your original lens. I made this mistake and wanted to keep my original, but the one that the kit comes with is a different material. It doesn't allow light bleed through. It's kind of heavier. It's nice. So, and if you get a custom design, you're going to want to remove this anyway. So go ahead and remove that lens. Poke it from the back if you have problems, and that's that. So it should look like this when you're done, and that's what mine did eventually look like once I got that original lens out. So now put in your kit's going to come with a lens with a sticker. You remove the sticker, slap that lens in. Be careful. If you have to remove it again, it's going to be a mess. So make sure you get it right the first time, get it right in there. And it should look like that when it's done. So one of the things it's going to come with is it's going to come with some mounting tape where you cut pieces and strips to put on the sides and the insides of where the screen's going to go. As you can see here, you just cut them out and put them there. Make sure you can't see them from the other side. You want them as close to that screen as possible. Basically, the screen's going to wedge between the 2 mounting pieces. It's not going to be glued. It's not going to be connecting to that. It's just going to be wedged in between them. So keep that in mind. So it's going to come with several parts. As you can see from this illustration, connect it just like this. Connecting ribbon cables is pretty simple, and that's all that it is. Just take your time. Don't bend anything yet, and just connect all these 4 pieces. Or basically, it's a total of 4 pieces. Connect them where I highlighted here. And once you build it, you're going to want to fold it a certain way. So you're going to have to kind of fold it like I'm illustrating right here. So fold and then fold so it looks like this. Then you're going to want to put it inside where I showed the mounting tape. You're going to want to wedge it in between like so. You want to push it all the way up to the top. You want that screen all the way up pushed up like that. Between the mounting tape, push it down nice and neat, and then do the folding again. So you fold like so, and fold again. Voila. Just take your time. And yeah, make sure it's in there really good so it doesn't move around. Now you don't want to put the board back in. In assembly, you might have messed with the controller buttons. Make sure it's all back the way it was. Should look like it does in this illustration before you put the board back on. And connect the board. Make sure the ribbon cables in the top come out, and just get it all to fit back in. You'll feel it go right back in, and then put the 3 screws back in with a regular screwdriver. You can get that remounted. There shouldn't be any weird, just make sure it's in there really good. Okay, so take this ribbon cable, bend it just enough where you can get it in there, and take your time, just make sure it gets in there nice and tight, and pinch down those 2 things on the sides. And you can use a screwdriver if you need to, just push them down so it's in there nice and tight. This other little cable connects to nothing. It's really weird, but do as I say, just tuck it in nice, so when you put it back in the shell, it'll be fine. It does nothing. I don't know what it does, but it's supposed to be there. And then just put the shell back on. Be very careful, make sure it fits on nice and neat, and put your 6 screws back in, including the battery screws, which I might have forgotten. Put the batteries back in, put your game in, and enjoy. And as you'll see here, it looks great, and there's no bleed through. If you have your old faceplate, you're going to see light on the sides, the left and the right sides. But with this plate, you're not. If you're looking at it directly, I mean, if you move it around a little bit, if you look at it directly, you're not going to see any light, which is great. That's what you want. And it looks fantastic, and there's no lag, there's no emulation, there's no nothing. This is a pure Game Boy Color with a LCD mod. So if you did it, congratulations. I used the mod that I used was fairly easy, and I didn't have to solder squat. So I wish you luck, and if you were successful, let me know. And if you completely failed because of my instruction, let me know too. I want to help. And links for the actual mod you will need for this, the whole kit, you just need the screwdrivers separately, and I'll put a link for that as well. All that will be included in the description. So good luck, and we'll see you next time.